Hello children, welcome to my channel The Science World, and if you find this video useful for you, then please like, comment and share with your friends. Also subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to get notification of my upcoming videos. Students, our today's topic is pollution, and in this video you are going to read about water pollution and land pollution. We will read air pollution and noise pollution in our next part of this video. Okay, so let's start. Before starting the topic, I would like to tell you a story, and this story is about the village Molingnong. This village is in the East Khasi Hills of Meghalaya, and this village is the cleanest village in Asia. You can see here the picture. Welcome to Asia's cleanest village, Molingnong. Okay, so this is the Asia's cleanest village. And why this village is clean? There are some reasons. What are the reasons? Let us see. The people of this village, they love Mother Nature and they respect Mother Nature, and each person contributes in the sweeping and cleaning of the roads, whether they are children or they are elderly people or they are young, they contribute in cleaning and sweeping the roads. There are beautiful bamboo dustbins everywhere. They have kept beautiful bamboo dustbins everywhere, and children are taught from very early age to pick up waste paper or garbage and throw in the dustbin. You can see the dustbins here. Here, see, these bamboo dustbins are kept everywhere. The gardens are beautifully maintained and the roads are paved and are kept spotlessly clean. You can see these roads are there. These roads are very clean. Okay, even every evening all the villagers, they clean the public toilets also, and there is a fine imposed by the village council if anyone is seen cutting trees or throwing garbage or littering in the village. So the village council is also contributing in the cleaning and sweeping the roads, in cleaning of toilets. Okay, and if anyone is littering here and there or throwing garbage, then there is a fine for them. Okay, so village council and the people in the village, they all together come and they clean the village, and that's why this village has got the award of cleanest village in Asia. Okay, so this is the story of the village in India. But if we will talk about the other cities of our country, they are very much polluted, and not only water pollution, air pollution, noise pollution and soil pollution, or we can say land pollution. All the 4-5 types of pollution is you can see in every city. Okay, so what is water pollution? Let us see. Water pollution occurs when water bodies are contaminated with harmful chemicals and other substances. Here you can see these harmful chemicals, they are directly thrown into the water bodies like rivers and ponds and lakes. Then this is one reason why water pollution occurs. Then next you can see the oil spills. Oil spill means these oil tankers. Okay, oil tankers or the ships that are carrying the oil. Sometimes the tankers leak oil while they are transporting it, and this oil spreads over the water surface in the seas. Okay, and this is also a way to pollute the water. So oil spills is a major reason for water pollution. Then next, water also gets polluted when people wash their clothes and their utensils in the rivers and lakes and ponds. Then there are some natural factors like storms. Okay, storms and floods, they also pollute water by mixing the soil and dust particles with it. You can see here the color of water in the river has changed because of mixing of soil and dust particles. Then water pollution is also there by using the chemical pesticides and fertilizers that are used by the farmers, okay, to grow their crops. And these chemical fertilizers or pesticides, when they are sprayed over the crops, or what happens, they are washed away to the rivers by the rainwater. These all the fertilizers and chemicals, they are washed away by the rainwater, okay, to the rivers, and rivers get polluted with these chemicals. Then depositing garbage near the water bodies. You can see here lots of garbage is there near the water body. So this garbage also pollutes this water, because whatever rainwater is there, it carries all the garbage into the water body, okay. Then why this water pollution is harmful for us? Because there are many diseases, they are waterborne. Means if you drink contaminated water, then you will certainly get sick with these diseases. Like water pollution can lead to several diseases like dysentery, then typhoid, jaundice, gastroenteritis, cholera, and amoebiasis. It can also endanger marine life, that means plants and animals. Whatever plants and animals are there in the oceans and seas and lakes, rivers, they are also in danger because of this polluted water. And once polluted, water cannot be used for purposes like cooking and drinking. If the water gets polluted, we cannot use it for drinking and cooking. And that's why water pollution is very harmful for all the living beings. Then we have land pollution. So before reading about the land pollution, I would like to tell you something about the green revolution. Okay, so what is green revolution and how it is related to the land pollution? Let us see. In India, the green revolution refers to a period when Indian agriculture was converted into an industrial system due to the adoption of modern methods and technology. Green revolution it was the period, okay, and during that period we have adopted many methods and technologies to improve the agricultural products, okay, and to increase the agricultural products also. So these methods were high yielding variety seeds, means seeds that we use, they were high yielding. Then use of tractors and other machines for farming. Irrigation facilities were improved. Then pest control was there, and use of pesticides and fertilizers was increased in India. And these are the some methods for this green revolution in India. Okay, who is he? He is the person who initiated green revolution in the world, and he is the American agronomist. His name is Norman Borlaug. So he is American agronomist. He initiated green revolution in world, and he is the person M.S. Swaminathan. He is Indian geneticist and agronomist, and he initiated green revolution in India. Okay, green revolution started in 1965. When it started in 1965, and that led to an increase in food grains production, especially in Punjab, Haryana, and Uttar Pradesh. Green revolution helped India to become self-sufficient and prosperous by growing surplus crops. Surplus crops means more than you need. Means India started producing the food products. That means the grains, or we can say crop production was surplus, means before this green revolution we were importing grains from other countries, but after green revolution we started exporting, means we started selling these grains to other countries. And there was a time when we had to buy food grains from other countries, but today we are exporting them. And this has been made possible due to green revolution. Because of using this type of machines and these tractors and other technologies, we have increased the food production, that is grain production. Okay, but what happened, this excessive or use and inappropriate use of pesticides and chemical fertilizers, it polluted our water bodies and killed insects and wildlife. Okay, and overuse of soil caused the depletion in nutrients. In some villages in India, excessive use of fertilizers and pesticides has affected the land and also harmed the farmers and their families. And the farmers are illiterate and do not understand the importance of precautions to be taken while spraying pesticides, and this severely damages the fertility of the land. Overuse of pesticides and fertilizers damages the quality of soil, that means fertility of the land. Okay, then land pollution, it also causes due to garbage and industrial waste also. This is the spraying of pesticides. Then industrial garbage, you can see here lots of garbage is there. Okay, so this industrial waste and garbage, it also cause land pollution because it is not properly disposed. Okay, improper disposal of garbage in cities, it leads to a lot of land pollution, because this garbage or this waste contains so many chemicals or other substances that reach to the soil. Okay, and it pollutes the soil. Then excessive use of garbage bags, you can see these garbage bags here, lots of garbage bags are there, plastic bags, and these garbage bags or plastic bags, they choke the land, they make a layer on the land, and then this land becomes barren or unproductive. Then non biodegradable things also do not degrade or decompose, and they take thousands of years to decompose, such as plastic, thermocol, the disposable things that we use, or single use things like stationery items, then glasses, dishes, cups, polythenes, etc. These are the things that we use and we throw. Okay, these are single use things and we use and throw them here and there, and they pollute the land, and they are non biodegradable, they do not decompose in the nature, and they remain as it is for a long time. You can see here the estimated decomposition rates, means how much time is taken by these items. Here only 10 items are there, and there are so many things uh, in our surrounding like this. Okay, so here you can see this paper, newspaper or any paper, it takes 2 to 4 weeks for decomposition. Then leaves take 1 to 3 months for decomposition. Orange peel, it takes 3 to 6 months. Milk carton, it takes 5 years to decompose. Plastic bag takes 10 to 20 years. Coca-Cola can takes 200 to 400 years. Then the plastic 6PK ring, it is one type of plastic, it takes 400 to 500 years to decompose. And then plastic bottles like soft drinks, they take 400 to 500 years for decomposition. Then glass bottles, 500 years or forever, we don't know how much it will take. And styrofoam, or we can say thermocol like substances, they never decompose in nature, means they will remain forever on the earth, and this is very serious because it is harmful for all the living beings also, and it is harmful for our earth. So we have read about the water pollution and land pollution. Thank you for watching this video. In our next video we are going to read about the air pollution and noise pollution and how to control pollution. Okay, so till then, take care. Bye bye.